Hi, we're Amber and Tony from New Zealand. We bought an old, tired boat, Canal boat in France in 2019 and plan to come each year for a couple of months. This is our first trip back, 2.5 years later, due to COVID. We have a month planned work on her before we set off cruising the French waterways. Here we are at Saint Jean de Losny, finally here. Awesome. We couldn't resist a quick inspection just before we went off to have a bit of a sleep after our long trip. It's about 10 o'clock at night. And we've just woken up after a little sleep from getting back in from the train. Our boat is just over there above that car, all locked up for the night. We'll get into it tomorrow morning. Off to get our morning croissant. We've got 3 little patisseries that we can go to each morning to get our morning croissant, and but we never know which one's open, so it gives us a great chance to go exploring each day and see. There's just some really cool little old knickknacks and corners, secret corners that you find. It's great. This is the first morning. We're in this is St. Eustache you're looking at here, and this is the Saône River, and then over the other side this is Saint Jean de Losny. So we are on the other side, so we're going right round, and that's the way we're going to be going when we go on the canal down to the Cease. And where we go in to the canal boat is just over there, and our boat is just sort of over the other side of these buildings. Here we are on the other side of Blancarts. This is at H2O, which is the other side of the marina. So Blancarts is over there, and we're staying on the other side of that building, and we're sleeping, and our boat is in the hard stand just over there. This guy just caught a great big pike and just went down and took a photo for him. And they catch and release here. They don't eat them. He's quite big, but he's obviously got the hook right in him. Doesn't want to come out. We're hooked on the front here, darling. The boat. All around the back of the boat where we were getting in and out of on the ladder, there was just heaps and heaps of blackberries. So one of my first jobs was to clear this. So out came the rubber gloves and got into it. There are a couple of major things that we have to do some work on for the boat, and this is one of the first ones we're doing, which is to fix the forward floor, which is very rotten. So after assessing what we were needing for this job, we went up to the bricolage to get our supplies, and using our great little trailer that we have. It's excellent. Here we are coming around the back of the yard. Our boat is just in behind these ones there, behind that blue cover. The yard's quite reasonably big, holds quite a few boats. A few going out at the moment, so then we come over to the quay. That's where a lot of big working boats are. Very cool, really interesting. Always somebody down here working. Like any good job that you want done well, it's all about the prep and clearing away all the old rot so you can make it nice and strong again. Here I am cycling again. Just been to the hardware store, picked up a pump sprayer thing for Tone to clean the build with, and a few other little supplies. Beautiful day. Just when things are going really well, you get a bit of a wake-up call. Here I fell through the floor in the boat, which caused me to take it a little bit easy for the next day. We are very close to the boat hard stand. We're really lucky that we've managed to get the little gîte to stay in, and it only takes us a couple of minutes to walk down to the boat each day, and several times back and forth having lunch and bits and pieces, but it's really convenient and works really well. Our 3 boxes that we sent from New Zealand have not arrived, and they've got most of our tools, so we're a little bit restricted on what we can get into. So we only go so far in each project. So our next one was the back bed, which we knew would be really bad. So once we'd pulled up all the vinyl and then the wood and gave it a bloody good scrub, we felt a lot better about it, and we've got a good plan of attack for the rest of it to restore it back to how it should be. This is in the back cabin, in the stern cabin. There's a big double bed that goes in here, but the floor was completely rotten, and Tony's lifted all the floor up, and we had these sort of rib things in here which weren't square with anything, and because we're having to carry pieces of ply from the hardware store because we don't have a car, we can get them to cut them if they're square. So it's just trying to get it, so I just ground all those pieces off, and we'll re-glass those little ribs in the right place, which will make it a lot easier for us with the wood. Today it was raining, so we decided in our wisdom that we'd walk to the train station and go to Dijon to sort out our SIM cards for our phones. Once we got there, of course, the sun came out and it was lovely, but that didn't really worry us by that stage. We had a lovely day cruising the markets, just incredible. The food and the atmosphere is fantastic, truly French. At the Brico again, getting more supplies. What a laugh. Only the M's can do it in style. Hi, I can't believe it's been a week already. We are just going so well. The weather's fantastic, people are lovely, and it's been a really fun adventure so far. And if you want to carry on watching us, click subscribe down the button below, and hopefully we'll see you next week when I put up another one. Au revoir. See you next week.